I have a DeWalt DC011 battery charger to repair. Welcome on my channel. Due to the condition of the radio, I do not want to test the charger first. With these two screws I immediately open the charger for a visual inspection. This white cement is broken between the PCB and the chassis, so a good decision to open the charger first. Someone has been in here before. Let's visually inspect the circuit board for burnt components before I do anything else. The circuit board is held in place with only 3 screws, 1 in the center and 2 in the corner. The 2 smaller circuit boards on the side must also be removed. And I also take the net filter out. There is a temperature sensor that must also be removed before the circuit board can be removed from the chassis. And finally, the circuit board is out of its chassis. By checking the fuse, there's immediately a problem. The fuse is blown. Let's check if there is an obvious reason why the fuse has blown by checking if there is a short circuit. Now I can't detect any short circuits. The next thing to check is the rectifier diodes. Diodes only conduct in one direction. I'll check the diodes with the multimeter in diode mode. The rectifier is okay. Now checking for a short behind the rectifier. No short. I keep measuring around the primary circuit, but the MOSFET doesn't have a short also. I have taken the fuse out and check it outside the circuit board. And yes, it's 100% blown. Because there's no obvious reason why the fuse is blown, I go to the next suspect, the big capacitor right behind the rectifier. But due to the white cement, it's not easy to take it out. I use some flux and solder wick to remove the solder. Ik kan afzuiging gebruiken. One problem found. This capacitor is leaking and needs to be replaced. Leaky capacitor. Here you see that the PCB and the capacitor are wet. I clean the PCB with some isopropanol alcohol and a cotton swab. Now the circuit board is clean, I can replace the capacitor with a new one. Uitvlak. Because of the leaking capacitor, this one, I also decided to replace the other capacitors, except this one. I don't have that in stock, but I tested it and it's tested okay. So I removed the other capacitors first and changed them one by one. .35 volt, 22 microfarads. afstandip uit moet gaan. That's one. A few more to go. In total I replaced 6 capacitors and the fuse. I connected the charger via my safety transformer and light bulb current limiter. I use my electronic load as a battery. That's not the same as a battery, but I don't want to risk that the battery is exploding. As you can see, the load is set to a constant voltage of 12 volt and the charger is working again. Even the status LED is showing that the battery is faulty, which is correct in this case. Last thing to do is putting the radio back together for the final test. The whole radio is back together again and the battery is charging, as you can see. Watch the previous videos for the radio board and power board repair. Thank you for watching.